Yeah, come in.
Hi, Kelly. Good to see you. Jessica Rather with Salesforce.
So good to see you again, Jessica.
Yes.
Have a seat.
Thank you. So we met at the Energy Symposium at the University of Georgia, and I'm very excited you agreed to meet with me again today. I'm excited to hear more about APC and just all about the business. So I know that you got my phone number when we met, but I just wanted to give you my business card.
Yeah, thank you.
Just in case you want to contact me anytime. So, like I said, I'm really excited to meet again. When we met at the symposium, you told me that your company, the American Pipeline Connection, has seen some fantastic growth over the past couple of years, which is really great, but that perhaps your current tracking system isn't keeping up with the growth that your company is seeing. And so this is actually a problem that many of my clients have faced, a couple of them also pipeline construction businesses.
Great. So you've worked with businesses like APC before?
Yes, I have, but as I'm sure you know, every business is unique, so I'm looking forward to fully understanding the problems that APC might be having and figure out how best Salesforce can help. So I'm going to be asking some questions today. Is that okay?
Yes, totally fine. I'll be asking questions as well.
Great. So also, before I start, we have 20 minutes, correct?
That's correct.
Great. And is there anyone else that needs to be in this meeting today?
No, there actually isn't. I think just the two of us is fine today.
Perfect. Then we can get started. So I'm going to be taking some notes. Feel free to do so as well. So after our meeting at UGA, I wanted to do some more research into APC and sort of the selling structure that you guys have. So I spoke with Jen, the Vice President of Sales, and she told me that APC nationally has 386 clients, and then internationally about 275, which is really great. She also mentioned that APC is structured so that there's 4 regional managers and 5 salespeople per region. Okay, cool. And that the sales team is beginning to have difficulties keeping up with new clients with the current tracking system. So in my previous experience working with similar companies to yours, their outdated tracking systems has led to issues with customer relations. And so I reached out to Mark, who's the Southeast Regional Manager for APC, and he told me that I should definitely speak with you today about the potential impacts that the tracking system is having on customer relations. And then lastly, I just wanted to see what the relationship between the tracking system and time management was. So I created an agenda for us to work off of today, with the 3 points outlined, that being the current tracking system's effect on time management feeling a lack of control with the current company and sales growth, and then lastly, the time or the customer relations that are being affected by the current tracking system. So, do you think these are relevant topics for APC?
Yeah, I love everything you're saying. It all sounds right. The sales team is outgrowing the current system, and have approached me a few times about this issues, which is why I mentioned when we met, when you told me that you worked for Salesforce at the symposium, we were very open to hearing about all that you can provide today for us.
Great. So when you say that you're outgrowing the current sales system, do you mean that the current system simply can't hold the number of clients that you're starting to see during your growth, or that doesn't have sophisticated enough processes for what APC needs?
Yeah, honestly, I would say both. We are forecasting 4 to 6% growth in the next couple of years, especially in our international markets, and this growth requires very sophisticated systems.
Okay, so it sounds like maybe the current system isn't giving you the control over your data that you're looking for. So due to the fact that you might not be able to keep up with the growth at APC, so do any of the regional managers feel a lack of control in tracking sales with the company and sales growth you're seeing?
Yeah, I've actually heard a lot of talk of dissatisfaction and frustration within the sales team and the lack of control that they do feel.
Okay, so Jen mentioned a similar frustration to me, so this seems like this might be kind of an issue department-wide, and so let me jot that down really quick. Because, as you know, the last thing you want is for your sales team to constantly feel frustrated by the work they're doing, and a clear frustration with the system can lead to other problems down the road. Now, because you're in the pipeline and manufacturing business, I know you have a lot of variable costs, which can add up with every new client. Is that correct?
Yes, there are many costs with both manufacturing and installation of the pipelines.
Okay, so it would be very bad for APC's profits if those costs to capture your client were then maybe lost by losing clients if your system couldn't keep up with their information. Is that correct?
Yes, this is something that needs to be fixed.
Okay, so I think there's definitely a problem here with the current system not being sophisticated enough for your business needs, leading to frustration, a lack of control within your sales team. So I wanted to ask you about time management next. As you know, there are only so many hours in the workday.
Yes.
So what are some of the biggest time commitments that your sales team has?
I would say that the two biggest time commitments that my sales team has are finding new sales with qualified leads and also managing their current accounts to service our current customers.
Okay, so when managing current accounts and pulling data for your customers as well as for internal customer use, is there a current system that provides you with like a comprehensive dashboard where you can get all that data from, or like is there something similar?
No, we actually have customer profiles as well as methods to get analytics within our current tracking system, but there is no centralized, organized dashboard that you mentioned.
Okay, so that concerns me a little because dashboards are so central to measuring performance and how it would make. So how would it make you feel if I told you that many companies that are potentially your competition are using systems with sophisticated dashboards where you can immediately collect data?
Yeah, I would say that they're probably performing than us in that area. Honestly, the sales team does a lot of time trying to measure company performance and if our competition is outpacing us, but then that is a problem and it obviously will cost us.
Right. So I think that it's good that you're noticing costs in this because as more of these problems build up, more costs build up that can affect APC down the long run. And I know you're expecting 46% growth in the next couple of years, and I would hate for a cost like this to take a chunk out of that. So additionally, it looks like the sales team spends a lot of time trying to manually manage current accounts that the tracking system cannot. So my concern when a company as big as APC begins to manage these accounts manually is that like things start to fall between the cracks in customer accounts. So tracking systems such as the ones that Salesforce have are put in place so that companies can automate their processes and get customer data quickly. And so has the company gotten any negative reviews from customers because maybe their reports have kind of fallen through the cracks or haven't been as thorough as they would like?
Yeah, only a few. The sales team is working overtime to really make sure that all of our customer accounts are properly managed and keep up our excellent reputation as APC.
Right. So if you don't mind me asking, what did some of the reviews say?
Yeah, I can actually give you one. We had a few customers who feel like we are not giving them our full time and attention, which some would say is true. It has become very difficult to keep up with our exponential growth and also adhere to all the customers' needs and wants.
Okay, so since your sales team has been working especially hard recently, would you say that the system that is causing the issues for you again is not giving customers all the data and reports they're demanding of you?
Yes, again, I think it goes back to our current tracking system.
Okay, so you just mentioned reputation to me, which is huge for a company like APC.
Yes.
So what would happen to the reputation of APC if those negative reviews turned into lost customers because of your current tracking system?
Yeah, well, the situation you mentioned would be the worst case scenario. Customers are the center of our business and we can't afford to lose them.
I completely agree, and APC has built such a strong reputation for itself, and I would hate for anything to affect that. Now that affect how the company is perceived, especially after all the hard work you've put into for its growth. So now that you mentioned that the sales team is working overtime to manually keep up with accounts the tracking system can't, if this problem continues, how will this affect APC in the long run?
Well, I would say that wasting time really takes away valuable hours that could be used for more important tasks, one that a computer could not do for us. In the long run, though, as APC continues to grow, I can see very detrimental issues arising with the loss of customers and accompanying by a large portion of revenue, which we do need to sustain that growth.
Right. So also going off of that, I worry about human error with your sales team doing things so manually, which could lead to customers getting reports that may not be as accurate as that like a tracking system could provide. And so if your sales team is already feeling a lack of control with the current tracking system, which is leading to frustration within the team, this seems like cost after cost that is building up. You should have a system that does the work for you and that's user-friendly yet sophisticated. And so I think a new priority should be a priority for your business. What do you think?
Yeah, after what I've heard, I've realized this is a bigger problem than I previously expected.
Okay, so would it be useful to you to have a tracking system for APC, which eliminates the problem of human error, reducing frustration for both your sales team and your customer?
Yes, that absolutely seems necessary now.
Okay, would you like me to show you some benefits of Salesforce and how I think they can address these problems?
Yeah, go right ahead. I would love that.
Great, so I'm going to come over to your side of the table and pull it up on my laptop. All right, let me log in to my Salesforce account. Okay, so as you can see here is a typical customer account where you can see their name, their contact details, and then also the activities where they have interacted with Salesforce, or this is for a Salesforce account, but in your case, where they've interacted with APC. And so you can kind of track like the last time they did an activity or maybe a phone call, so you know where in the selling process that customer is. And so before I get into the specific benefits, I think that together we've uncovered some big problems that your current system is causing APC and how it would lead to more problems and more wasted money the longer it goes on. So if you'll take a look at my computer screen, I can demonstrate the Salesforce tracking system to you and show it how it meets your needs. So the first problem we uncovered was that management was feeling a lack of control. And so this was leading to feelings of helplessness and frustration and inefficiency within the sales team. So I wanted to show you how easy Salesforce is to use, being such a sophisticated system. So with Salesforce, you get AI-powered sales tools, which allows you to sell smarter in every part of the process, giving you complete control. So going back to this customer profile, you have control over all of their data, and then you have analytics right at your fingertips. So you don't have to go all over the internet like you used to manually get this data. And so one thing that I think Salesforce can really benefit APC and give control back to your sales team is the Opportunities tab. And so if you look here, this is where you can track all your leads at whatever stage of the buying process that they're in. So as you can see here, there's literally a tracking bar that your sales team can use to watch the progress. And as your customers move, whether they're in the qualification stage, the needs analysis stage, all the way to a close or a win for your company. So also, say you're in the needs analysis stage. Within this stage right here, there are suggested sales actions that your team can take that kind of give them pointers to how to maybe be more successful to closing that stage. And then my favorite part is that you literally see the dollar amount per stage, so you can see the revenue that's coming into APC as your prospect moves along. And so I think that'll really benefit and give like kind of control and power back to your current sales team that's feeling frustrated. And hopefully they'll find that more manageable.
Yeah, of course. This does seem much more manageable, and I'm so impressed by how many different ways you can track customers on this platform, as well as the tracking bar, so we always know where a customer is throughout the entire sales journey.
Yeah, awesome. So that's the great thing about Salesforce. It's so simple to use, but it holds so much data.
Yeah.
And I think the data aspect of it is going to solve your problem of customers noticing decreased quality in their reports. So Here, let me pull up the users tab of Salesforce.
Okay.
So within the users tab, you can pull detailed analytics reports that can be sent to a customer. So if I just click this drop-down arrow, there's literally options to send it right to your customers.
Yeah,
so
that's very helpful.
When they're checking in, maybe monthly, asking to see like how their business is doing with your company, you can send it to them right away. So human error does not occur within Salesforce. Your data will never be lost or incorrect, and that should gain you many positive reviews that should outweigh some of the negative ones. Also, customers will feel start to finish and have their corrected data with a feature within Salesforce called data.com.
Okay.
And so this is where all your sales data is stored and can be pulled to make any decision you need for APC and really track performance. So it'll no longer take hits to company revenue by losing customers, because Salesforce is a tool that will grow with you. So hopefully, as you're seeing this 4 to 6% growth in the next couple of years, we are also growing and becoming more sophisticated. And we always listen to our customers' needs. So
that's great to hear.
We are a tool that will grow with you. And so lastly, you needed your sales team to stop wasting time by doing things manually and keeping up with parts of the system that the tracking system could not. So at Salesforce, we believe that the tracking system should do the work for you.
Wow. Okay.
So Salesforce gives you a dashboard that you are currently lacking that I will pull up for you right here. And so as you can see your active users, the total accounts that you've created, and the opportunities that you've created. Like I talked about the opportunities tab.
Yeah.
So
it's very insightful.
Yeah, and if you just click there, it takes you to your different opportunities.
Much more efficient than our current Excel spreadsheets.
Yeah. And then they also have bar graphs, numbers, and it automatically updates for you in real time. So
wow, that's impressive.
If you need a report for something for later in the afternoon, you'll get the data real time. So it'll show you your leads, accounts, opportunities, contacts, and more right there for you. And there's no more wasting time going all over the internet to find your client account.
Yeah, those are all details our sales managers have been pushing us for. So I'm glad that Salesforce can really help achieve those.
I'm really glad to hear that. So at this point in the conversation, I just kind of wanted to see where you were at.
Yeah, I'm so impressed with Salesforce and the tracking system. They can provide APC, but I do have to ask, how much is all of this going to cost?
I knew that question was coming.
Okay.
So on our agenda I created earlier, I kind of laid out a cost spreadsheet. So let me grab this calculator.
Yeah, go ahead.
Me. So when I spoke to Jen and she was telling me the layout of this current sales team, she said that there are 9 people per region in about 11 regions. So that gives you internationally. So that gives you about 99 people, including the sales and project managers nationally and internationally. So we're about at 102, 103, if you have, 2 of them each. So we're about 103 people that would need to use this system. So I would like for you guys to use the Lightning Enterprise feature. I think that'll give you everything you need. So 103 times 150 a month. So that you're looking at about $15,450 a month times 12. So about $185,400 a year.
Wow, okay.
So that may seem like a big number, but when you're looking at the lost customers, so the negative reviews are starting to come in. This could lead to lost customers down the road. You're a billion-dollar company. Those customers bring in millions of dollars for you with every account. So even losing one of them outweighs the cost of implementing Salesforce.
Okay.
And I am positive that Salesforce will allow you to see that 4 to 6% growth in the next couple of years, because it will grow along with you. So let me pull back out my notes from earlier today. And let's look. So we are getting to the end of our meeting, and I would love to hear where in the decision process you are after hearing the cost and the benefits of it with Salesforce and APC.
Yeah, of course. I am so very impressed by your presentation today, but I personally cannot make this decision on anything yet. However, I would like to schedule a meeting with the board and have them listen to your presentation, present something similar of what you showed me today.
That's great. I would love to do that. I know you aren't based in Atlanta, but is there maybe a time in the next 2 weeks that we could meet and I could meet the board?
Yeah, I actually believe that we can fit it on Wednesday, the 24th, if that works for you.
That works perfectly.
Okay.
Well, it was so great to talk to you.
Yeah, great to see you again, as always.
And I look forward to speaking to you again on the 24th.
Yeah, I have your contact information in case I have any questions until then.
Perfect.
Yeah, great.
Bye, Kelly.
Bye. Good to see you.